Hey, it's Jahar again. Welcome back to my channel. If you've seen my other channel, a Harry Potter Girl, if you like movies, TV shows, I suggest you check some of it out. I have a series of videos where I do theories about a movie or show that is like never confirmed, I guess, but it's kind of I find a bunch of things that proves my theory and I explain it, and I'm going to start doing it here. So far I only have 3 theories out of the books I've read, but I have so many books on my TBR list. And I'm planning on sometime this weekend doing a TBR video where it's telling you all the books I want to read. I haven't done a TBR video yet, so I'm going to do that. And most of the books I want to read I do not own yet. I do own a couple. So, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that this weekend. Maybe, depending on how many I have, maybe I'll do 2 videos, like a 2-parter kind of thing. I don't know. I think I have a lot of books on my TBR. I'll have to check Goodreads. Okay, but so far I only have 3 theories, and this one, 2 of them I'm really excited about, but I'm saving those for another day. This one is a theory, but in my opinion, is not as good as the other 2 theories. It's about that Monster High Ghoulfriends, which I talked about a lot recently. I did the overall video, and then I did, on my insights videos, I did one for each book to get a closer view up on it. And there's some more tags I want to do soon too, so I'll probably do those next week. So, let's see. This theory is Rebecca has a crush on Sai. If Monster High, most of the characters are on the movie. The author did make up a couple characters. They made up the villain, of course. Well, they made up the main villain. Like, in the last book, you found out there are 2 villains helping her. One of them you meet in the movies, the other one you do not. But, yeah. But they also created Sai, who helps the main trio of girls who are in the movies, but they never really are. I mean, Michelle and Rebecca do have kind of an important plot in one of the movies, the School to Make Roller Maze one, which was Friday Night Frights. That's what the movie's called. They do kind of have a important plot in that one, but other than that, the 2 of them and Venus kind of just are around, you know. I mean, it doesn't get too into them, and I guess the author liked these 3 characters, so decided to put them together in this book. And they created Sai, who kind of helps them a lot, and even becomes part of their main friend group, which I was happy they finally fully included him, because they always kind of try to keep him in the loop, but it's like he wasn't always fully included with everything, and I feel like they did wait a little too long to help him, to fully include him, because he did help them a lot, and if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have gone as far as they did. I love Sai, and I love Rebecca and Sai as a couple. If they never, I mean, they are kind of canon, because Sai, I think non-canon is mostly if like there's like no mention of them ever, like no one has a crush on the other, and there's like no mention of them ever, like, you know, having any romantic interest in one another. That's kind of not canon. And even though they never get together, which still makes me sad. I mean, they did look like they were going to make a 5th book. They had the material for it at least, but they never did. So they could have done it then, and I'm still bitter about that. But I'm bitter about the fact that Rebecca and Sai never actually officially got together, but Sai did have a crush on Rebecca throughout the series. From the moment he first met her, he immediately liked her and wanted to protect her, because he knew something was wrong with Monster High. This was his first year there too, and I guess this kind of leads after Friday Night Frights, because Friday Night Frights is when Michelle transfers schools. And but it also is a little different, because Michelle in the book is coming from scares. In the movie, she was just transferring districts. And Rebecca just got mantled, which she mentions in the book that she just got remantled because she like got disassembled and she just got you know. But anyways, this is a theory about the fact that Rebecca also has a crush on Sai. I honestly do think she had a crush on Sai. I just don't think she realized that that's what it was. She always felt something for him. She just didn't know what it was and thought it was just friendship. But I think it was so much more. And here's why. Rebecca was hurt when she thought Sai abandoned her. After everyone started turning on the trio, thinking that they were helping the bad people, because the bad people, Miss Flabber wanted everyone to turn on her by making her, then think that the trio was evil. Sai did kind of distance himself from them, so they were beginning, because he was always kind of just there, and I guess Rebecca got used to him being just there, and she got really hurt when she thought, she thought he abandoned her, and Rochelle and Venus as well, and then they talk right before this big meeting, which is right before everyone finds out that they aren't associated with these evil people terrorizing their school. Sai tells them that he has this in himself, but it's only because he was trying to work up the courage to ask Rebecca to sit next to him during the assembly, which is really sweet, and it shows the kind of person Sai is, and it's just, and she gets all flushed, and she's like, oh, of course you can sit with me, and then she gets like all happy that he's like still their friend, and it's just so cute, and so sweet. Rebecca constantly kisses Sai's cheek every time he does something sweet for her or something, or she gets really excited about something with him. She will kiss his cheek, and then he gets all, and then he blushes because he gets all shy about it, and it's just so cute. Rebecca appreciates Sai. She mentioned several occasions, like no matter if he is telling her, showing up with Penny because she left her mechanical pet penguin somewhere again, or if he's just telling her the time, he's like always there. He always helps her when she needs it, even if it's just like for a brief encounter. And she mentioned on several times how much she appreciates him and his friendship. Rebecca is always looking for Sai. Whenever she notices he's been gone for a little while, she gets worried, and she's always looking for him. She's always the one to make sure they put him in the loop and to tell him what's going on. Always wondering, like, if she doesn't know where he is, she's always curious about his whereabouts. And, I mean, why would she be curious about his whereabouts unless she has feelings for him? Just throwing it out there. Rebecca didn't mind when Sai told her he follows her around in a not creepy way, because that does kind of sound creepy. In the first book, after they first met, he basically just pops around here and there until towards later in the book when he starts helping them figure out the whole whisper thing, and he's actually really the one that actually helps them a lot with it, with everything. And she mentions how he's always around. And she asks if he's following her, and he, which you have to appreciate his honesty. He's like, yes, but that's just because something's going. I think this is when he starts actually helping the ghouls more. But he's like, something's wrong with Monster High, and I just really wanted to protect you. And it's just so sweet because Rebecca is kind of naive, and she wanted to protect her, and it's sweet. I mean, at first it does kind of seem creepy, but when he explains it, it's just so sweet and genuine and such Sai, What would I do without you? Like I said, Sai has shown up a lot of times just to give her the time or show her where she left Penny or something like that. And then I don't remember which time she said it, but at one point she was like, what would I do without you? Because at that point she couldn't imagine her life without Sai. And yeah. Rebecca loves that Sai is always there to lend a hand, which kind of goes with the fact that she appreciates him, and she loves that he's just always there whenever she needs him. It's like he just pops up, like it's like he knows she needs him, so he's just there, and it's just so cute and sweet. Sai can always calm Rebecca just by being there. A lot of times when Rebecca gets nervous, not calm in like an angry thing, because Rebecca doesn't really get angry, but when she's like nervous or excited, steam gets out of her ears, and whenever she's nervous, like he always finds a way to calm her down. Backwards. Calm her down, so that she can so they can do what they need to do, and or find a way to fix the problem if he can't calm her down or doesn't have the time to. Like whenever at the end of book 1, when they were dressed up as werewolves to try to get, because they were wanted and they were trying to get stop Miss Flapper and the whole whisper spell. Steam started pouring out of her ears, and so Rebecca, or not Rebecca, this is Rebecca. Sai gets a stuck scarf and kind of wraps it around there, so that they don't get caught. And yeah, so he's very crafty. He's very smart. He's probably one of the smartest people at the school, not including Rochelle. Rebecca is always excited to see Sai. Whenever he does show up, she always gets so excited. She gets this huge smile, and she immediately goes to talk to him, and she just gets so excited every time he pops up or whatever. And he's very good at sneaking. He's very quiet. And then it's just really sweet. And that was the last one. For all these reasons, I believe Rebecca also has a crush on Sai. I just don't think she interpreted it as a crush. And I would have loved to see in book 5, a story about them finding her father. And I would love for her, to be all upset because trying to find her father, who's been missing for 100 years, who might actually still be alive, even though he was a normie, aka human, because he was trying to figure out how to put like mechanical body parts to replace your organs or whatever, so you can live longer, and so he might actually be alive. And I would love to see that, and then Sai kind of console her, and then her kind of realize her feelings for him, and they get really shy and nervous around him, which she usually isn't. And then she confides in Rochelle and Venus, and they'll be like, finally, it's about time you two admit it and get together. And she's like, wait, you knew? And I had this whole, you know what, if they don't make a 5th book, I'm just going to end up making a fan fiction about it. Why have I never thought about making a fan fiction about this before? I have this whole story planned out, and I didn't even realize that I make fan fictions on Wattpad all the time. I have to make a fan fiction about this now. I just have to. Like, it might not be like soon, but eventually, I have to make a fan fiction about this because I don't see them making a 5th book anytime soon. I have so many ideas. Yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, this is why I believe that Rebecca also has feelings for Sai, and why I'm so bitter they haven't gotten together yet. But now I'm really excited to do this fan fiction where they find Rebecca's father alive and well, and they stop Miss Flapper, Ramses' denial, and Tabby for real. Like, they kind of escaped custody, but in my fan fiction, I think it'll be a good idea to have them sneak back, and then try to get revenge on the quartet, because it's not a trio anymore, they're a quartet now, the 3 ghouls and Sai, and they had to stop them and find Rebecca's father, save him from them, because Ramses was the last person who saw him, so I have a feeling Ramses knows where he is. Maybe even Miss Flapper and Daphne B too. And then with the whole Rebecca and Cy storyline, I think that'd be really interesting. Maybe have Gareth come back, and then him and Rochelle can get back together, because he was in one of the movies and they were together. And in the book, they were together. They were doing a long distance relationship at first, but then they ended up breaking up because long distance was too much. So what if he comes to be with her, and then maybe even throw in love interest for Venus? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I see her. She's too independent for a love interest, honestly. Maybe someone could have a crush on her, but she can't see it because she is too independent. I don't know. I'll work it all out, but now I'm really excited for this. So please like and subscribe and comment your feelings on this. If you think Rebecca has feelings for Cy, I would like to know your input. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.